I would actually wait for the closing to see how well this holds up and whether it does or not. But I don't think we're really going to trend upward because we do not have anything very significant in terms of very wide participation. You're really seeing in the gainers list stocks which have lost out in the earlier days. So we are not having any leadership as such, tracking the market from the front. So I think we are still going to remain within this range of about 55.50. Okay, the upside has got a little bit stretched till around 5650. But I think for the week I'm not really expecting anything more significant than what we are seeing currently.
So what would the call be? Like after we initiated the short strangle yesterday, what would the call be now? Should we hold on to that strategy or should we add on something more?
I think one should add on a little element of an upside because the market has shown a willingness to go a little further than what we thought at such times when one is not too sure and when there isn't too much of an upside traction either. I think a ratio spread would be something to roll with. So I would say look to go long a 5600 on the call side and sell about 2 or 5700. That would be almost a next to nil kind of strategy. And it will keep you in the upside race without exposing you to any sort of downside risk if it were to slide back. If it slides back again, we're not really looking for anything significant on the downside. So we have our short strangle to protect us there or bring us some amount of money. We may, however, have to unwind the strangle if the upside keeps up. But that is something that I would like to visit on tomorrow. For today, I would say we are taking a little bit of the upside position, 5600, 5700. Let's have a call ratio spread at next to zero cost.
Sure, but while we were talking about the strangle itself, strangle has got you a little bit more of a leeway towards 5800 as well, Dr. Narayan, vis-a-vis your ratio spread right now, which is capping it up at 57.
No, if you take a ratio spread, you are also going till about 58, right? You are doing a 56 to 57, 1 by 2. So that the 100 rupees up because we do not have a cost that will get added to the upside. So we are okay till about 5800. On the strangle also we are okay till about 5800. And right now the view is that we are not really going up, significantly higher. So I think in both the strategies you have the upside being going towards till about 5750 to 5800. On the downside we are pretty much protected on the call ratio spread. And on the downside, we are okay till about 54.10 on the strangle. So I think that's how I would like to position myself right now.
A double position on both.
Absolutely, for the moment. Because it's not very clear, we are not too sure. The trend setup is not so strong.
Sure. Mitesh made spectacular moves today and good build up in open interest as well. Volumes have backed it. REC, PFC, the news is pretty much evident. We've discussed that a whole lot. Both these counters up 7 and 9% each and heavy build up in terms of open interest positions as well. And IRB Infra particularly does well today. So good 7% higher for an IRB as well. And open interest positions on the long side for this one as well as Shrey Infra, Unitech, IDFC, Indiabulls Real Estate. So entire real estate basket today has seen a real estate and infra particularly, both of them doing really well. Good open interest position build up as you can see on all of those counters. Mitesh, and come to you on your stock specific strategies. Yesterday we spoke about Sri Renuka Sugars. If I'm not mistaken, ABG Shipyard was one of your calls as well. Today, any other stocks and an update on the previous calls as well?
I think the update on the previous one is to hold ABG Shipyard as well as Renuka. Renuka we have gone long in the 80 rupees call, playing the upside cycle on the sugar as a whole. And ABG Shipyard is being played for a breakout from the range. So I think that is something which has happened, but there is yet to be some sort of follow through on it. On the short side, we have long-term shorts, not day trading or swing trading shorts in GTL and Sun and this thing as well as Sun TV. I would say hold on to those. If you get some decent rallies upward, you can actually add to your shorts. These are a set of stocks which should be rolled over from month on month. I think at the higher levels, you should be looking to add to your shorts. If you get a spike downward, yes, you can close out some and then again reinstate your short. But these are two stocks to be looked at from a bearish angle only. In terms of newer strategy, I think all the finance-oriented stocks are seemingly in a bit of a tizzy right now. So maybe I would like to take a look at IFCI. This used to be pretty active earlier, but had moved off into a kind of a limbo for a while. I see the 50 rupee call trading pretty aggressively over the last few days. and OI there has been seeing a decent build up, but and on the charts I see some sort of pattern which could be suggestive of some slight return of interest into IFCI. But I don't want to take too much of a risk because the lot size is fairly large and smaller investors might find that a bit slightly uncomfortable. So I would suggest again a ratio call spread here, 47.5 to 50. Go long 47.5 on the call side, sell 50 call. I think this is almost a zero cost, 1 rupee 30, 1 rupee 40 paisa to about 60 to 70 paisa. So these are the two trades that you could trade. I mean, these are the two options you could trade to create a the ratio spread call, and try to play the long side in IFCI with this. If it goes down, you don't lose anything. If it goes up, you make some money.
All right, so going long on an IFCI with the ratio call spread, add on to your short positions in GTL as well as GTL Infra as and when you get higher positions. And talking about ABG and Sri Lanka still holding on to those positions there. TCS is crumbled now, 1% lower. Remember, today the numbers are expected and not a very handsome set of numbers. PAT is expected to come down by about 4%, but the stock has seen a sharp decline right now, about 1% right now. 1137 is where TCS is trading at. Dr. Narayan as well as Mitesh Thakkar, thanks very much for joining in. And